You ever feel that weird, sudden prickle on your skin? Of course you have. We all have. But what is that feeling really? Well, let's uncover the fascinating story behind one of your body's most ancient signals.
I mean, think about it for a second. A cold draft can do it, sure, but so can that one amazing part of a movie or a piece of music that just sends shivers down your spine. Two totally different experiences, but they cause the exact same physical reaction.
So, what's the deal? What is the connection? Why does your body respond to a chilly breeze and an emotional high in the exact same way? That's the big question we're going to answer right now.
All right, so to solve this little mystery, we first have to understand what these bumps actually are. Turns out, it's a perfectly designed, completely automatic process that you have zero conscious control over.
That's right. You can't decide to get goosebumps any more than you can decide to make your heart beat faster. It's an involuntary reflex. Think of it like a piece of ancient programming that's just hardwired deep inside your nervous system.
So to understand the why, we gotta take a quick look at the how. And the how involves your body's own built-in instantaneous alarm system.
And this right here is the master switch, the fight or flight response. It's your body's emergency protocol, getting you ready for action, to either fight off a threat or run away from danger. But here's the twist, it's not just for danger. It also kicks into gear from things like cold and even really strong emotions.
So here's the play-by-play. First, you've got a trigger. Could be cold, could be a powerful feeling. Second, your brain flips that fight or flight switch. Third, a signal shoots down your nerves to these teeny tiny little muscles at the base of every single hair. And finally, fourth, those muscles contract, they pull the hair straight up, and that's what creates the bump. A perfect four-step chain reaction every time.
Now we get to the really fascinating part. We've seen how goosebumps happen, but to understand why, well, for that, we need to look back, way, way back, into our evolutionary past.
And this is the key. Goosebumps aren't really for us, modern, not-so-hairy humans. They are a biological echo, a feature we inherited from our ancestors who were covered in a thick coat of fur. And for them, this reflex was a legitimate life-saving tool. So back in the day, goosebumps had two main jobs. When our furry ancestors got cold, raising all their hair trapped a layer of air close to the skin. It acted like a natural built-in insulated jacket to keep them warm. And when they felt threatened, puffing up all that fur made them look bigger, more dangerous, more intimidating to a predator. A pretty brilliant dual-purpose survival hack, right?
Okay, so that explains our ancestors. But what about us? We obviously don't have enough body hair for goosebumps to keep us warm or to scare anybody off, so why in the world do we still have this reflex?
Well, the answer is this really cool concept you could call biological nostalgia. The reflex is just so deeply embedded in our nervous system that it never went away. Even though we lost the fur, we kept the wiring that controls it. It's like a ghost of a feature we don't really need anymore, but one that still fires up.
And this is where it gets really interesting. That ancient threat response has been kind of repurposed. Today, your brain doesn't really distinguish between a physical threat, like a predator, and a powerful emotional experience. The awe you feel from a beautiful sunset, the inspiration from a great speech, or those chills from a perfect song, they all tap into that same primal something important is happening circuit.
So, let's bring this all together. Whether it's a cold trigger or an emotional one, they're both pointing to a single, unified message that's been passed down for millions of years.
This is it. This is the simple, powerful signal your body is sending you every single time you get goosebumps. Something important is happening. Prepare. It's a subconscious alert, a holdover from a time when paying close attention to sudden changes, a drop in temperature, the rustle of a predator in the grass, was absolutely critical for survival. So the next time you feel those bumps rise on your skin, you'll know exactly what's happening. It's your ancient biology speaking to you in the only way it knows how, telling you to pay attention. Your body is just saying, wake up, this moment matters.
It's an absolutely incredible example of our evolutionary history still living inside of us. And it leaves you with a final thought to chew on. If goosebumps are one echo from our past, what other ancient reflexes might be hiding in plain sight in our everyday modern lives?